Why isn't this working? Hey, Rental, how's it going, dude? This is my first game. I don't even know the build order. I'm gonna get destroyed by this Byzantines player. Do I know about the bug? No, I don't. Ah, so laggy. I should have placed a golden tent somewhere. It's here, I guess. So I built 2 workers at a time. Also, Golden Horde is worse than everything else. Yeah, because you're supposed to get 2 units at a time, right? But I feel like for the purposes of casting, I already understand Dugwa and the Sengoku Daimyo well enough. And not being able to move things is so strange. Well, that was a bad build order. The Egypt is... I don't know where the Egypts are. Oh, there they are. I don't have more trees. Need them. Need the wood. Build. Alright, I forced that. That's awesome. I don't know how this works. This gotcha.
Ажилд бэлэн. За, тэгсэн. Анд оролцоо. Би гişүү авчирсан. Би хөрөөж байна юм.
Ажил юу байна вэ? Сугаар сонирдод жарилгаар болсон. Манай жарилг болдгоо. Жарилг ёсоор болсон.
It's gold.
Өдөгтөн бид жарилгийг дагсуу. За тэгсэн. Сугаар сонирдод хоо. Утгаа хамраа. Хойто гоо бэдэг. Аа, эд өсөж гэж байна. Хойто юм бэлүүдээ.
Was awful micro on my part. Already at 5.
Юу хийх вэ? Жарлаг буулгах гэж байна уу?
Мана жардигаар болсон. За, жардиг ёсоор болсон. Намдуга мана жардиг болов айшгам. Харваста удар.
Жарлгийг тааж байна.
Бид ос жардигээр яа гэсэн. Ардаа аруугаа. Ажвин цуга сонирхол. Яг юм хоёр тоо. Юм бэнүжэ. Би суамрын дэдөө.
Why didn't he make any spears? $42 points. That guy was flat. Yeah, I did miss workers here. Was killing workers now. You had both upgrades. And I was relatively close to aging up. It wasn't here, so one over here. Don't know why the system was over here. No, it was boosting this. Okay, boosting that. This might have been boosting the gold, maybe, but this one definitely was, and the early berries. This was more production boosting. This one was out here boosting these workers, but I was gonna kill him with a cache. The outpost is important. Alright, so let me quit instead. I think it's a little bit too early to go cast that games. The replays, they played way too early for me, but then. Ah, I see, okay. Chips don't matter. Trade don't matter. Big units. Golden Horde can. Food, the Kalash, Kipchak, the Fraction Trebuchet, and the Kashik. I need the fortified outposts. Glorious chop. 400 stone, god damn it. Alright, I see. Do I build it in Feudal Age, or is it something that I want to do as soon as the game starts? Is this not updating the counts? The viewers count? Timed action isn't working. I was supposed to. Oh, whatever. Did I make the second Uvu? No, I didn't. That's also another important thing to do. flats of my hands died. All I did was just do stables and just make units. I was making archers for the spears because I know like horseman spears is like a Byzantine staple, and I would have been forced to retreat if he does it, but he never did. He made horsemen, and he wasn't even using the hippodrome. So he also like I tied one of my hands. He tied like both of them. Pick up on one worker. No, it's this way. If I built for Torgud instead. But Torgud are very expensive. Which units do they really work for? Yeah, I want to make a space for the stockyards or whatever the name is. Not if I have to. I just meant in general they are very expensive. Alright, my gold is in the back, that's good. Still on the wood. Ooh, let's get away from the radius of the town center. Uvu costs, a jar costs 70. He's gonna burn my Uvu down, that sucks. So do I build everything around the fortified outpost, or do I build things like I would on other civs? Because the UVU doesn't provide that big advantage anymore. Around the outpost. Oh, so it's sheep, some military back home. Here comes the spears. Actually, let's do that, because I was running out of gold last game. Keeps making spears. It's a very interesting take on the matchup here and needs to do. I already came here, but I want to know what's going on. Making his own outpost.
дуулгасан хатирч байна юм. Дагсуу. Зарилгийг дагсуу.
This is within range, almost all of it, so it'll be good.
Жавлаг айдаа оруулгаа. Би зүтгэж байсан.
Өдөгтөн бэлэг өдөр хүнсүү.
You might want to come in here.
Юу хэмээн жавлаг буулгахгүй шалгаж барьсан.
Цугаар бэлт.
Right off the stone now.
Намын суу амар байна уу? Гөрөөс байна, сайн байна. Жарлиг ёсоор болосоо.
Let's do 40. Ah, I forgot it's double. Food cost.
Танд юу хэрэгтэй?
But alright. He's over there.
Итүүгээ жарлаг хүлээ юу?
Алинч долтхон уу? Юу хэмээн би чагсуу.
Одохгүй. Жаа тэгсүү. Орхисуу. Дайсан харгаж байна уу? Хараач дээ.
Yeah.
Ном сумаа удаарлах цаасгүй. Тэнд юу хэрэгтэй бэ? Хараач дээ. Жарлгийг дагаж байна уу?
Хойс торхгүй хадгалдаад бит. Яа тэгсэн. Хойс торхгүй да. Гэргэж. За, түүнийг хойс торхгүй. Хойс
Ном сумаа бэлдээ.
хойс торхгүй да. Яа тэгсэн.
Хараач.
Алинч энд байна.
Санарт. Замд гарсан. Маник хараач байна уу? Мэдэн бай.
Жарлгийг дагаж байна юм. Ууган даран энд байна. Хойс торхгүй. Бэлэг хойс торхгүй. Удаарлахгүй цаг болдгоо.
Цугаар бэлт.
Хойс торхгүй. Хойс торхгүй. Юу хэмээн би хойс торхгүй. Аашаа болдгоо. Харваач бидээ. Жарлигэрээ нүгэ. Хойс торхгүй да. Алинч жарлгийг дад.
Ном сум өдрөмөл. Хараач. Жаа тэгсүү. Жаа тэгээ. Ясаар болгодгоо. Жарлгийг дагаж байна уу? Ор юугаа эзэж байна уу? Бэлт. Жаа тэгээ. Ор юугаа эзэж байна уу? Ор юугаа харгаж байна уу?
Босохгүй.
Жарлиг болох гэж байна уу?
This is insane how fast he was.
Ном битээ. Жарлиг ясаар болгосоо. Жарлиг хөдөлдөг бай. Би Бэлэн байрхан жа тэгсүү. Ор юугаа эзэж байна.
Өсөө самбахгүй. Хоёрт дөрөхгүй да. Яасан? Анда гаруутаа. Ялдгаар болсоо. Агнч гэрхээ насоо. Мана өчөж. Хоёрт тор гэрхийг ясаар болсоо. Булбулга инааруу байна.
Ном жа тгий. Хануугож байна. Бэлэн жардгийг дагаж байна. Яагаад жардгийг ясаа.
Өдөртөн бид сонсоно. Хоёрт дөрөхгүй. Ялдгаар ясаар болсоо.
Running out of food.
Хоёрт ход.
Намдуга ёсоор болсоо.
Бэл. Би уугад арам маань жарлиг хэрэг тажгүй. Түүнийг амар байна. Уугад арлаа. Жарлиг уугад арам энд байна. Санар. Би жарлиг ёсоор болгосон. Түүнийг
Манайг харуулж байна. Хоёрт жарлигаар болсоо.
Taking loads of damage that I didn't need to.
сугаар буу гоншгон.
Суга уу гоншгон. Яа тэгсүү. Анда аруулга. Цаатта бид хөдөх гэж байна.
Here yet.
Торхгүй. Хоёрт торхгүй. Утаарахгүй цаг болдгоо.
Жарлиг болгох гэж байна. Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн. Ажилт бэлэн. Торхгүй.
Торхгүй. Тархиг хүлээж байна. Жарлигийг хоёрт торхгүй. Хоёрт торхгүй та. Босод хүн. Хоёрт торхгүй та. Босод хүн.
Building that.
Жарлиг арсан. Атсан.
Хоёрт торхгүй. Хоёрт торхгүй.
Торхгүй. Атсан. Жарлиг ирдүгэ. Анха.
Арваач.
Манай жарлиг гойдогдуга.
Хоёрт торхгүй та. Босод хүн. Арваач та.
Ирдүгэ. Жарлиг хүлээ.
Хоёрт торхгүй та. Гэт хоёрт торхгүй.
Hey,
Сугаар. Онордог.
Яаж арваач та. Утаар.
Би бэлэн. Жарлигсүү.
Арваач.
Жарлигсүү. Анда оруулга. Намд.
Мана уу гонш.
Манай
Юм ёсоор болсоо. Яг юмгүй. Хоёрт торхгүй. Жарлигийг торхгүй.
би бэлэн. Жарлиг хөдөлгөөе. Бэлэн.
Юм бод хэнүүдэ. Жарлиг ёсоор болсоо.
Жарлигсүү.
Мана жарлиг бод хэдүү. Аста. Эд хөдөх гэж байна.
I'm gonna fight them on one area and you raid them on another one.
Юм хийхгүй. Жарлигээр
Eventually age up.
ёсоор болсоо.
Уугад арна. Бэлэн хүн. Би гიშ.
Юм бод хэдүү. Жарлигаар болсоо.
Би жарлиг хүлээнэ. Суу би бэлэн.
Юм бод яатгсуу. Утаар торхгүй. Уу гоншгон. Ёсоор болсоо. Яг юмгүй. Жарлиг ёсоор болсоо. Хоёрт торхгүй та. Бид хөдөлгөж байна. Хоёрт аста. Бид хөдөлгөж байна. Атсуу.
Bad aiming.
Хоёрт торхгүй та.
Би энд байна. Утаа авах. Зарим.
Хоёрт торхгүй. Гоншгон. Аста. Бид хөдөлгөж байна. Утаа харуулам. Жарлигаар болсоо. Юм бод аста. Бид хөдөлгөж байна. Хоёрт яг юмгүй. Хөдөлгөж.
Би
Get another stable down.
Би үүнийг бариад цуугатаа.
This will be over to gold. Lost a lot of workers there. I already picked. Yeah, he's picking up relics now. Ooh. Need even more gold. I don't know what to do. It sucked. Step. I just lost all my army for nothing. Do they also attack while moving? No, leave, leave, leave. Oh, a building cart. Oof. I messed up. No, 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 no. Sorry, Lancers. There we go. That's a good attack for me, I think. Starting to like food. I lost. Even though I'm dealing a lot of damage to these spears. Yeah, I'll leave. It's okay. Fucking farm center, huh? Out of here. Oh, the roost tributes. I don't beat this, do I? Up now with the spears. I don't think any fuck about the spears. Of all the relics, that was pretty bad on my part. It was also letting me play. It isn't closed yet. It's not, maybe. Ah, fuck me, man. That was the worst micro I have ever done.
Юу хийж таны тушаалаар болсон. Би танд тушаал арваач төл бүгдийг тушаалыг дагсан.
Get that. That is gonna be my secret weapon.
Ажил хууя бэлэн. Одоо үгүй байсан.
Энэ барилга олон
Арваач бэлэн байна. Тушаалыг хангар. Одгүй тушаал ирмүү арваачта. Тушаалыг бүгдгүй дагаж байна. Тушаал ирж байна арваачта. Тушаалыг хангар. Тушаал арваачта. Хамт бойныг атап исполнена атап. Ичүтэха. Ака таваа тушаал ирж байна. Сон бүдэд арваачта. Тушаалыг бүгдгүй дагаж байна. Одгүй тушаал бидний команд. Одгүй тушаал ирмүү арваачта. Өтөр гүйцэтгэе. Юугаар бэлэн бол одгүй тушаал ирж шалжсоор гүйцэтгэе. Тушаалыг дагаж байна.
Nice for the close.
Мөслөлтийн хороо тушаал үлээгүй тушаалаар болсон. Бүгдийг бэлж арваач тушаалыг анхааралтай үлээ. Тушаа арваачта. Одгүй тушаал
ирчүүдээ хөдөл. Ирчүүд
тушаалыг анхаар арваач төдөл. Чадварч. Тушаал
би манда
мөслөлтийн хороо бид хөдөлмөр.
тушаал хичээсэн.
Арваач хамту. Арваач бийж. Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Өдөр мөслөлтийн хороо хийхгүй. Тушаал бийж. Тушаал одгүй сон. Хороо хороо. Ари вайт. Тушаалыг анхааралтай үлээ. Арваач гүн.
Одоо хоёрт баатар.
Oh my god, that was the wrong attack. Ah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Macadam 4 and just redeemed, send a TDS message for 200 points. Macadam 4 and says fancy a PvP?
I'm gonna cast a joust match after this. I have a lot of army.
Macadam 4N thought it was wise to use 200 points on send a TDS message. Macadam 4N says my life for AIR.
My life for Ayur indeed. He has way too much army. Oh no, it wasn't bad for my second ever Golden Horde game. Wasn't the Joust tonight? It's Skanky and Pat. Like, the Kipchak archers are pretty alright. I'm gonna go as far as alright. Goes mid-plat. Still had more workers than him. It's crazy. Was I outproducing him? Maybe. Way too much KD. I needed to throw in spears. That's okay, alright. It's the 1 hour mark. I think we have enough people here to get started. Gonna do a thing here that I should have done off stream. Has Boy not won a buy game yet? I don't think he did. Alright, bold. Not really cool. Regular. Yeah, regular doesn't look thick enough. Yeah, medium also what I want. Maybe semi-bold? Oh, semi-bold looks good. Semi-bold italic. No. Italic doesn't look good. You don't want to talk about it? Oh yeah, you guys have played. Yeah, I should get that series, right? Let's put both at 0. I'm gonna do that anyway. Oh, this is ridiculous. Still. Does that look good? Oh, that looks great. Looks great, actually. Oh, I've already casted your series. Yeah, I've already casted your series. Yeah, Boy did win. Go over to Kanki and Pat. I think it's easier if I search for Pat's account. There are gazillion Kankis, by the way. Just to let you know. I think only one plays the way he does. The way our Kanki does. And the Twitch widget just won't update. Yeah, if it's like the Discord accounts, yeah, then they're all Kanki now, yeah. But they're like, I'm talking about like 30 Kankis. Not even joking. I'm loading the map, otherwise I'd show you. Yes! Hello! Welcome to another matchup of the joust. This time here we have in the color blue, it's Pat Del Muerte playing as a Tuglak Dynasty. Going with the worker elephant, which is gonna give me absolute nightmares, especially when farms come along. Going over, no, that's the scout, so scouting the bottom side here, getting an early sheep back into the base, that's great. So I have this house. Did he make a mistake here? I think he did. I know, I'm just... Gotcha, that's not a thing. On the other side here we have Delhi, played by Kanki, the color red, and very interesting. We don't get, in the joust at least, too many matchups between different variants. They're very different. The last set of variants, they play so wildly different, much more different than Jeanne d'Arc and French, I feel like. So this shouldn't feel like somewhat of a mirror in that regard. Well, either way, Kanki with 4 on food, loads of workers on wood. I wonder where that's gonna come into play. On the other side for Pat here, 8 on food, 2 on gold. Looks like he's trying to wage up as quickly as he can. Of course, 2 block, very powerful in Feudal Age, it seems. They get a lot of their tempo and their defensiveness, really. Their forces are really flexible, though. I've seen offensive offensive forts here. Oh, we do have a scout wandering under the town center. That's not good. That's not good. Alright, on the other hand here for Kanki, not getting the upgrades from the mosque, so that's a bit of a mistake there. Is that the Tower of... no, that's a barracks. Where's the Tower of Victory? Oh, the Tower of Victory is here for Pat. That's what I wanted to go for. In the early game, they have the same landmarks, so yeah, this kind of confusion could happen. But the Tower of Victory, attack speed of elephants by +20 when produced from buildings within influence. Influence, by the way, if you're a new player. Let me just... no, I am in Pat's side here. So the Tower of Victory, and I think it's mosques only, will create an influence. And that influence is spread out by all the military buildings. So if you have anything within that influence, you can have several different unconnected areas of influence, I suppose. But if you do end up getting anything within that influence, they gain that bonus. Anything outside of the influence doesn't get the bonus. So something to think about here for sure. Kanki, on the other hand, getting spears. Spears in this matchup is... or Dark Age spears in this matchup is remarkably interesting. And now we're getting efficient production. Efficient production is very good in the early game. I think in the late game it loses a lot of its power when you have so many resources that building extra military buildings is not really that important. But saving 150 wood at this stage of the game and getting the production of 2 barracks, now that's powerful. Oh, Kanki building walls around Pat. Oh, but Pat is Tuglak. I don't think this is the best use of his resources. Those elephants are gonna tear through these walls. But they are being made with spears, which means that they at least will be able to fight those elephants really, really, really well. At least resource-wise, they are very efficient, but one thing that happens in Tuglak games, and Delhi games too, I guess, but really focusing on the Tuglak aspect here, is that you always want to keep those elephants healed up. So sometimes you do take inefficient fights, but oh, we're getting a scout fight. I hate these scout fights. But point being, you get into these situations where like you do take inefficient fights, you lose a lot more HP than the HP you dealt as damage. But you come back home, you heal, and it's as if nothing ever happened. So worker kills wise, it's nothing. We're getting a stable thrown down. Use the Tower of Victory, of course. No mosque yet here for Pat. He does have the one worker elephant, says right there. Getting a range. But can Tuglak? Yeah, Tuglak cannot get a mosque in Feudal Age or in Dark Age. So that was my bad. Ritter elephants, though, they're quite inexpensive. Really good for Tuglak. I say quite inexpensive. They do cost 180 food, but cost no gold. So that's a massive plus on a civ that really tries to set up their game here. Ooh, look at Pat here trying to lure the boar into the spears. But yeah, I'm not sure I like this from Pat here. Elephants, yeah, I do like the elephants. They're going to be very tanky. But he really needs the range. He needs the range. He needs the range. He's not going to get anything done without the range, but he's also going to get trapped inside his own base, but the walls aren't fully up yet. And you need a lot more than a single spear to kill a single raider elephant. Ooh, negative micro from Kanki. Alright, but he does get the spear. Ooh, but like, see? That's what I'm talking about. That is a one-for-one trade. Kanki will take these any day. Loads of spears here now. Oh, watch out, you don't want to get those stoneworkers caught. Pat's probably a little bit flabbergasted here. Wow, look at that spear protecting gold from ever getting taken. But, no, Kanki, you don't want the spear... Excuse me, you don't want the spear to get underneath the town center. Alright, the Tuglahabat Fort. That's gonna shut down a lot of aggression, and that's especially gonna win back the gold here. We don't need any more stone, and yeah, we are closed off. Look, can Kanki attack? How to deal with this defensiveness here? Because everything is within a fort or the town center. So spears, one of the worst units in the game. Now Kanki, he could definitely just fast castle here and get his own elephants, which are way stronger than the raider elephants. And in the meantime, he gains that tech advantage after doing this. That's one of the things that I see. This game is so chaotic already. But keeping a Tuglak player within their own walls, not too bad, but these walls are very fragile, as I've said before. So as soon as Pat feels like he's ready to take on everything, there we go. There we go, this wall shouldn't take too long. In the meantime, Kanki will be spending a lot of wood remaking these walls. And look at that, just the range on this Tuglahabat fort. It is a government of Bakar, which means that farms and houses generate food per minute, so that's why the houses around the fort. And look at that, forcing Kanki to just spend so much wood gaining all of these walls around his own base. But 4 elephants, you would need, what, 3 spears per elephant to deal with them quite effectively, but we have archers here, and the archers really are the bane of the spear's existence. Kanki's feudal age now. Kanki, I don't think he has time now to age up, but if he had diverted that into gold, right, and if it had been a little bit more targeted, getting just enough spears to get the walls he needed, he could be going up in age. Interesting that he did go with Dome of the Faith here. He does want to get those upgrades as early as possible. Alright, Kanki is trying to age up, it seems. That's pretty good. He has 11 spears. Wow, why is Pat destroying this? So this happens all the time, right? He just got to feudal age. There's no way he has army. You know he has spears out in the field. But you have the counter to the spears. And archers trade in way too effectively. Oh, the spears are in. Yeah, because Kanki kept the scout active. There we go. Kanki keeping the scout active. This is gonna have to leave. Pat might even lose a worker here. Yeah, a worker, maybe two. Yeah, but Pat just trying to keep up the tempo with the army? Kanki needs to wage up. He's collecting so much wood here, I really have no idea why, other than there's no other resource available where he has map control. That's really the problem with these, Oh, this build is so fragile against any civ with some really heavy cavalry that can really tear down those walls. Because if your opponent stays stuck inside the walls, it's another conversation we're having here. Look at Pat even sacrificing an elephant to make sure that the spears go down. Not looking particularly good here for Kanki, especially since now we're talking about equal numbers, and the archer was tanking the damage, so all of those spears that were in the base are dead now. This wall did not go up, but we have defensive towers. Defensive towers, like the strategy from Kanki is so all in. Like, he's now floating a lot of wood here. He needs farms, but he doesn't really have a lot of space underneath the town center. And like usually, I wouldn't bother getting space under the town center, especially with civs that want to be very aggressive. But if you think you're gonna lose map control, you really want that space underneath a PC. No, what is this wall? What is the wall? Using the resource as a wall. He has archers, mate. You can't wall like this. That wall should have been from here over to here. What is this wall? And he's also only attacking this side here, but these raider elephants just they deal so much damage. Yeah, okay, you have spears, but like there are a ton of archers. There's no way he comes back here. Like all of the workers, where are they going? Because of the fort, there's even less chance. Alright, the elephants are in. The elephants can tank DC fire. The archers can't. You will lose all of your archers if you try to use them to tank DC fire, but... I don't even know. I don't even know. What's he doing? What's he doing? That's so many workers out here in the wild. He doesn't have houses now, so the town center is idle. Oh, it doesn't count towards idle time. That's crazy. Alright, Dome of the Faith is going down. No, I was gonna do that for 3 deer. That's insane. Nobody really using the golden pit aspect of having a lot of gold in the center of the map here, which is insane to me. Oh, did Pat notice that? Oh, Pat does not notice that. This was just to protect the archers against horsemen. Like, Pat is overthinking it. Pat is overthinking it. Kanki now has 0 food. Pat is way over on the food department. Oh, and he's gonna close the walls. That's so sneaky. Oh, I know what he's gonna try to do! I know what he's gonna try to do! No, don't! Oh, there you go, he adjusted. Because if this triggers, Pat knows something's up. Alright, so he's just abandoning home. There's no way all of this goes down before the workers and the spears get over to the other side. Red brick bastions. Oh, increasing arrow damage and range. And that fort is gonna win in the game. Alright, Pat sees this. Yeah, Pat sees this. Ignore. There you go. What's he building? Anki spent all of his gold, by the way. Traded it away. Look at that. Just passing. Don't worry. and going for the TC, except there's the Tulach Fort and there's a Raider Elephant. Yeah, there's no way... Yeah, there's not a chance this goes down, is there? Especially now that the upgrade has come through. Gonna be a bit of a base trade, and I think with the Dumbos, Pat just actually wins. It's insane that we're getting to a base trade. All of the spears are down as well. Yeah, now that the archers are here attacking, so we have archers and the fort with 10 workers inside. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go down well for Kanki. Kanki down to 28 workers, and the town center is getting repaired. Not enough wood to repair. Yeah, but the Pat on the other side did end up getting it faster. So that is game number 1 going to Pat. Right. Oh, very chaotic game. Now that last game was one of those times where I wish I had the picture-in-picture that Cow has. That Cow does. Like, such a good piece of observing on his part. Absolutely goated, that guy. The first was a remake, but there's only one here. Right, here we go. Let's go for map number 2. We have here in the color blue. Do we? I think I messed this up. Yes, I did. It's orange. It is Kanki with the Chinese. Chinese definitely a civ that he plays a lot better with. I feel like the daily strategy has legs to go on, but it's like the palisade walls and the fact that you're doing it in Dark Age with spears. I don't think works so well. On the other side here, the Chinese do have a very good building to do all of that with. On the other side here in the color red, it's Pet Del Muerte with the English. And yeah, just a typical English build, except no farms in the early game. Let's see how it develops, though. So Kanki not building the Imperial Official, I don't think he did. Yeah, and taking spears right underneath the town center, not the usual build. But he might be saving his resources here. Building a house as well. This is very un-Chinese, if you ask me. But I'm sure he has his reasons. Let's take a look at the map. This is mega random, but it's kind of a fair mega random, to be quite honest with you. So there's this massive wood line. There's also this decently sized wood line here for Pat. And this one a little bit far away, right? Not even covered by the town center like this one, which is massively covered. But yeah, still close enough. You can still wall around it and do things here. There's this coastal trade post with the Desert Raider and the Mangadai. There are no Byzantine player here. And very interesting, you have, wow, this little river here, loads of crossings with loads of shallow, shoreline fish, I should say, not shallow fish. Yeah, river goes all the way, there's a lot of gold and some even deer and a boar hidden in this patch of the sacred site. 2 trade posts. 2 trade posts like this makes me think that Byzantines and Magarandum can really be a box of chocolates here. You can just get anything. On the other hand, we're getting Imperial Academy from Kanki. Well, this is something that we've been seeing a lot lately, right? Even at Pro Game, where people go Imperial Academy first, and they get all of their officials from the Imperial Academy, instead of getting the first official from the TC, which does make you a villager richer, but it does make does mean that you don't get that early boost of wood, and you get a little bit of a slower trickle of resources. So better in the mid game, worse in the very early game. I don't know, late game doesn't really make much of a difference, especially after workers start dying. Kanki going heavy on stone here. I sense a build there. One that we've seen already in this edition of the Joust here. Go watch the first week if you're on YouTube. So we have here a mill and some deer for Pat. DC, we're gonna get a council hall, very retreated council hall. If I didn't know, if we don't know how Kanki plays, I would be out here on Pat a little bit. Just why on earth are you building your council hall in the back? But against Kanki, you really don't want to give him anything to destroy. Because you'll kind of ignore it, and you want your buildings close to where the army's needed. So usually the council hall would be built in this expanse here somewhere. Alongside here. Don't bother with space for farms with English. Farms are around mills, not around the town center. So now we're getting immediately double production of longbows. Longbows are slightly cheaper here with the council hall, which actually helps them a lot. Helps their, not just the push, but also helps the economy. Why did he send the longbow to the TC? Was that a misclick? I have no idea here. Alright, so Kanki on stone, Pat scouts it. I think I can, no, this is Kanki. So if we swap over, there you go, just scouted that. Doesn't quite know the base. So he doesn't know that he's still on gold, doesn't know the Imperial Academy. See, we already have one Imperial official, he's just out there collecting a lot of gold. Imperial official are a very interesting unit. By design, they are kind of inefficient and collecting gold because they have to walk a lot. So the more spread out your buildings are, the worse it's gonna be. But once it's overseeing something, then they are quite good. Alright, so we have the campfire here. Campfire, well, actually increases the gather rate of villagers, huntable animals, so campfire here would actually be good. But I don't know, just costs 25 wood as well, so it's not something that you in the early game want to do all the time. So something to think about there. Oh, can't give it a lot of workers on stone. I would cap stone workers at 8. Where's the guy going? He's building a dock? He's building a dock. Oh, campfire around here, and you're getting why these longbow are gonna do so much damage. I failed to consider a Chinese player without any defenses. Alright, we're getting a stable. I'm trying to play a bit more of a stable game. No, don't lose the official. The official is just so expensive. Now, Pat, does he see that? What Pat sees is so important here. He does see one stable. Doesn't see the double stable. The double stable could actually be very important. I think you want half the number of longbowmen into horsemen. Make sure that you win, of course. Only a few horsemen can be so impactful. No upgrades as well. No. Don't kill it. Oh, 3 HP, but Pat's going in, double dipping. What does Kanki know? That's something. Okay, I think he knows about this. So this could be something that he could push. And this longbowman will not stop a horseman. Oh, you can push that! You have double the amount of army in horsemen. The 2 ranged armor against an upgraded longbowman is so good. But also they have the palisades. Are these palisades? Yeah, palings. have bailing, so you want to be careful. You don't want to hit them head on. Also, not using the stock here is Kanki. Kanki has a bit of a wood problem, but he can collect this batch, no problem. So, the game is a little bit too much at a standstill here. Yeah, let's keep reminding our opponent that our army is in our base. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Pat see where the limit is and just stand there with his army in hold position. But everything else here is doing pretty well. It's trying to be active, trying to pick off any stray workers or any stray imperial officials, trying to stay too much out of the way of these horsemen. Too late now. There's a spear. Killing this. Don't stop to kill the scout. All right, good pullback. You're gonna lose one scout. Or are you? Wow, he saved the scout. That's pretty awesome. So we have 1,200 stone. That stone should be used to make walls here, I suppose. Pat is watching this. We go over to Pat's line of sight here. You will be seeing that. Trying to take this gold, that is extremely bold. I think that was a misclick. Yankee here doesn't have enough... Oh, he does have enough resources to keep making the horsemen. And he needs to, even though we should be starting to see the Congo line of spears around here. It's, This is what should tell him, though, that he needs to retreat. But it's so late. Oh, and there's a longbowman over here. Oh, Pat covering all his bases. We're watching Pat's line of sight here. Because Kanki's gonna sneak. We know that, but I want to see how much he's gonna sneak. Oh, Kanki could actually have attacked and killed both of those spears, but he would have lost like a horseman or two in the process. Alright, no, you have to dip. That's... not a good fight. That's really not a good fight. Loses another Imperial official. Yeah, Pat just brushed perfectly here. And losing all of the army. Oh, there we go, we have a transport. 16 workers on the transport. That's a trader ship? Oh, a trade ship here, trading with the coastal trade post. That is genius. That is absolutely genius. Kanki's gonna be so wealthy. Alright, building stone walls in your own base. Not ideal, but sometimes you have to. And I'm gonna keep tabs here. Oh, I can't add my own control groups because I have Pat selected here, but I really want to see what Pat sees all the time here. Oh, building a stone wall tower! Building a stone wall tower. There are units here. Nope. Pat is watching over this crossing. Pat is watching over this crossing. Good on Kanki for coming over to the side, much more sneaky. Oh, I don't think... oh, Pat doesn't see that, but he sees this! He sees this! He can't expect a transport ship somewhere, but now we have Stonewall Towers. 4 workers were killed in that engagement. But, yeah, Stonewall Towers are too rich for his blood. And, we do have to see a retreat here. Wow, English is the worst Civ to do this against. He can attack the workers with their own workers. It's just... Oh, does Pat see? Pat sees. Oh no, Pat sees that. And he can just chases straight after them. These are Chinese workers though. They build very fast. That's a Barbican of the Sun though. Just select all of these in attack move. There we go. Into the tower. The tower is going to attack the Barbican of the Sun, so that's not a thing here. That's going to affect the game too much. But all of those workers will die. Wow, and it's going to be game. Saves the money. Saves the money from the Barbican. But he just quickly loses 20 workers. And, like, he's safe for now, but he won't be safe for long. So the dock is dead, so the trader is not even trading. That trader actually could have been important to get gold. Because, like, by discovering all the golds here. Yeah, Kanki just gives up, and that's a 2-0 series win for Pat. Wow, what a defense here in map number 2. The map number 1, he fell for the Delhi play, but here he defended perfectly. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next series. Peace out. Alright, that was interesting. Bardic rushing English is a strategy. It's a strategy that happened, yeah. Strategy that happened. How's it going, Amrath? Unfortunate timing, as I'm about to leave here. The overlay does look very nice, though. That's something that I did enjoy. We have Anatan. Anatan is streaming. Yeah, we have GUA streaming his own tournament here. That's pretty cool. And the sort of people that I know and think I could raid, that's gonna be it. So let's go see GUA then. Peace out, fellas. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll definitely catch you tomorrow. The next game, I think, is on Friday. Friday, we should have Optivam and Amarath playing. Amarath here in chat as well. So that should be a good series. Congrats on getting to Conk, by the way, Amarath. I did see that that you've done that with camels, which is... yeah, it's not more impressive than using any other strategy, as camels are quite a good unit, but it's still getting to Conk anyway is impressive. Yeah, peace out. See ya.